Please note that this Under the Sheets features themes of violence, cursing, mental health, and descriptions of sexual acts and desires. Some episodes also contain themes which may be triggering. Please take care of yourself and don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. I'm not providing medical or health advice as I'm not a professional. If you do have any medical or health queries, please consult a professional such as your GP or visit www.dirtytalkofficial.com for certified health organisations. Laugh about it.
Give it to me, baby.
Learn about it. Love it or hate it. Let's do it. Under the Sheets with Tatiana Ashbourne and friends. Welcome to Under the Sheets with Tatiana Ashbourne and friends, brought to you by Dirty Talk. I'm Tatiana Ashbourne, and these are my friends. This is Pam and Terry, everyone. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome.
How are you guys feeling?
Nervous?
Yeah?
Yeah, very.
You said you were more nervous today than your wedding day.
Yeah, both of them, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Would you rather have average sex every day for the rest of your life or great sex once a month for the rest of your life?
Or great sex.
Yeah.
Great sex, what was it? Once a month?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Great sex, yeah.
So how often would you say you have sex now?
I think it depends, really.
It depends, because I work a lot, so it depends. Not as much as we'd both like to.
No.
Probably
Okay.
about 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you both have high sex drives?
Yes.
I think so. I think again, I've become a little bit, should we have sex now? It's a little bit, not the spontaneity as I'd like it to be.
Right, okay, yeah,
but it's like it's like I fancy a packet of crisps. I fancy sex now. It's turned into that a little bit.
Right, okay.
But when you've got kids in the house and people, you take any opportunity you can when it's quiet or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have 5 children
Between us,
between you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so how does that work? Are you you're open with them in the house about your sex life? You're,
Well, I wouldn't say, like,
Not
we
we.
volunteer the information.
right. Okay.
We
They
ask.
Okay, but you're
So-
open discussing.
Yes.
Yeah, we're happy
Okay.
to discuss, yeah.
And has it always been like that, or has it been different? Like
I think things have changed. With my 2, it was open. It was honest, and but it didn't get asked as much as it does with Pam's kids. Pam's twins are, I mean, the kids now, they just seem to, wow. I mean, there's nothing they don't ask.
Yeah.
Literally, there's
I
nothing
mean,
they won't
the
ask.
other day, was it 2 nights ago, we were sitting at the dinner table and they said, when did you last have sex and where?
Yeah.
And because we don't lie, and it was like, this
In
afternoon.
front of one of the boyfriends I might
This
have.
afternoon and on the stairs, and they go, "You asked, you are but they do. I ask and they tell us stuff,
Okay.
We
They
learn
tell
a
us
lot
stuff.
from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
especially about the different genres. I say genres, gender of sex. And it's not
Right,
just
okay.
male, female now. There's so much, and I get a bit bamboozled by it all.
Yeah, and do you realise, are you thinking that the world is moving in the right place, or is it too much for you guys? What do you think? Like, are you taking too much information in and it's all coming at once? Is it a massive change from when you were younger?
Oh yeah, massive change from when I was younger, yeah.
And a
for
massive
sure,
change
yeah.
from when I was younger.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 10 years difference between me and Pam, and the 10 years difference between that, from when I was in the 80s
Yeah.
thinking about having sex, to when Pam in the 90s was thinking about having sex. I think it was it was a big change.
Yeah. Okay, and you two met on Tinder.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and talk to me about that experience, like being online and being obviously the age you were. How did that feel from, whereas I know from my perspective and my friends, they're all like, oh yeah, we're just on Tinder to sleep around, we're just gonna find some random people. But for you guys, it was like, was it to sleep around or what?
For me, I was out to shag anything I could.
Okay.
That was
Thanks.
that was my perception.
And unluckily, you ended up with...
That's my perception. That's what I thought I was going to do.
Yeah.
But inside, I'm not that kind of a person.
Yeah.
I am not. You can't. You can either be that kind of person that does that all the time and you're always going to do it, or you just can't do it. And I'm not that kind of person. I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was speaking to about 3 or 4 different women on Tinder, but it was very much, do you have your own car? What business do you do? Have you got your own house? Very like, what the fuck?
That's
it
so
was
strange.
very
Yeah.
shallow. Everybody was asking those sorts of things, and I just,
Yeah.
I came home from a gig one night, and I saw that somebody did like my profile, and I thought, okay, I'll swipe back, and then it said, what's it say? It says Tinder match, is it? What's it?
Something like that.
So like you're a winner. And I just messaged Pam that night, and she was online as well at the same time, and that was it.
Yeah. And were you worried about meeting? Did you let your friends know that you were going out, or do you...
So the night that Teddy messaged me for the first time, I was packing to go to Ireland for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So I said to him, crack on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in the country for 2 weeks, and if you're still about in 2 weeks and you want to meet up for tea and cake, which is what I got offered. Tea and
You're
cake.
so down with the kids.
I'm still waiting for my tea and cake, but so I just said to him, crack on. And
Okay.
I message you every day.
but he was incessive for the 2 weeks I was in Ireland. Yeah, he
Too
messaged.
much and... Yeah.
No. No, you did every day. Every day I woke to a message, good morning, and it gradually just...
Yeah.
So I felt I knew him, and we'd FaceTimed as well, and we'd spoke on the phone. Mm-hmm. So when we first met, it didn't feel like we were meeting for the first time.
Okay. And then, was it sex first time you saw each other?
We're not instantly...
We did go out for dinner first.
I'm not looking at each of them, and there was just silence. And I was like, oh my god.
We did go out for dinner, and
Okay.
and in my mind, and again, please do not judge, I thought if I was never going to meet anybody, and if I was going to fuck this up completely,
Yeah.
I would, let's see where I could, anyhow. So I went in and I said to, we'd been chatting and and it was all good, and we were outside and we were chatting, it was a summer's evening, and I said, do you mind if I kiss you? I think something like that.
You did ask, yeah.
And that was it. Nearly completely. It was useless.
Worst
it was
kiss
the worst.
ever.
And
Worst kiss
so
ever,
I didn't think. Then it went silent, and then I think we thought, okay, let's not do that again. And then we carried on chatting. And then I said, can I try that again?
Right.
And then second time I sort of redeemed myself a little bit, didn't I?
Well, you must have, because we're here like 6 years later.
Okay. So that was fine. And then my head got ahead of itself really, and then didn't really think about the next. I mean, have you seen Bruce Almighty, where all his clothes fall off? That was me. It was like
Literally.
it was a, and Pam's like, okay, like that, and it was and I just thought, well, if she never rings me again tomorrow, that's what the heck.
Yeah.
And then you better take the next bit.
Yeah, well, yeah. And obviously, so yes, we did on the first night, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And did you regret that or not?
No.
No.
No, I didn't regret it, no.
I'd be really upset if you did. Well, actually, yes. Look, we got married.
No, but like, as in, did you think afterwards, were you talking to your friends and was like, oh, I wasn't so sure, or not really?
No, I was...
Oh no!
There was no regret. No regret whatsoever,
Right,
no.
okay.
I think she was impressed.
Really?
I was impressed, because he'd spinned me a tale of how shy he was.
Oh. Oh, so you got a sob story as well?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I've got a lot to thank Pornhub for.
Really?
Yeah. Because again, seeing all these moves on Pornhub and things that you just think, okay, if I go, and again, I hadn't experienced a lot of those things, and I just thought, well, let's go for it.
Wow.
And how many hours later?
5 hours later.
5 hours later. I know. Boom. So,
Well, let's just say that was a one time.
no, it wasn't a one time. No, it wasn't one time.
For that length of time, it was.
But no.
And then you were pregnant. No.
But no,
God,
it
no.
was literally, and again, I was just, in my mind, I thought, well, if she doesn't call me again, my plan was just to have the best night of my life.
Yeah.
And we just, but she did ring. We literally, I left about 5 in.
Yeah. And he phoned
straight
me
to
at
work.
5:05.
Straight to work, and then we saw each other that weekend as well.
Wow.
And then that was it. It was all the time, and I couldn't imagine life without you now.
Oh.
But at the time, it was a very different. Again, I'd only just gone for divorce or going through divorce, and it was again, it was all very new to me. I'd been in a relationship for 23 years, 24 years, so yeah, it's very, very different. And I think with Tinder and those sort of things, you can get overwhelmed by it all.
Yeah. And so how did you cope from getting a divorce? How did you know that Tinder was the right move for you to do?
Because if anybody met me in real life, they definitely wouldn't date me. No, well, they wouldn't though, because I'm a weirdo. I mean, I like my Star Wars Lego. I like my music. I like my guitars. I mean, my music and the stuff that I do as an entertainer. That is how everybody sees me as Terry Rock God or whatever. They don't actually see the weirdo, which is I like my sci-fi. I like Star Wars. I've got lightsabers. I've got loads of Lego, and I talk to myself playing my video games.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more of us out there than you think.
Can I ask, do you like your vaginas like Chewbacca from Star Wars?
Well,
Which is hairy.
No, I don't mind a hairy vagina.
Okay.
I don't mind. I like a bit of hair, more so than shaven.
So do you have a hairy vagina?
Hairy bush.
It's hairier than I'd like it to be, but not because I want it that way, because he
does?
Yeah.
Okay. But surely you must feel quite good that he likes that. And you're like, I don't need to do
it's less
anything.
maintenance, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
And how is it different? How are you seeing the difference between Terry and your previous relationships?
It's very different. I think we were just incredibly lucky that we get on so well.
Yeah.
That like we're very comfortable with each other and we're very honest with each other. And we're very comfortable to the point that we will, we're happy to experience, try things. We'll talk about anything.
Yeah.
We actually like each other.
Yeah.
We enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
Even likes my music.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I think the other thing as well, we do, again, I think, and again, it goes back to the communication. I know when something's not right with Pam, when she knows when there's something wrong with me and something eating me up. But we can.
When it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's never normally each other. It's always life. It's life.
It's what you're gonna say.
No, it's life stuff. It's life stuff gets in the way. I think through lockdown, for me, there was a pent up anger about losing the business, the events, all the stuff that I do that makes me me.
Yeah.
And then you conform to this thing which is called work, which I'm not very good at.
Right.
But
Okay.
Pam is excellent at doing it. And if it wasn't for Pam, we wouldn't have a roof over our heads. But I then feel that I'm not worthy because I'm not bringing any money. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing what's expected in my head.
Yeah. And so do you struggle with your masculinity and fitting in with, like, when you look at other men and you think they're the breadwinners, they're the thingamajig, do you think that's something that you're not, or do you see that there are positives in you?
Yeah, no, I know I'm not very masculine. I know that I'm probably the gayest straight guy you're going to meet. I mean, I've got camp friends who are butcher than me, but I think there is a psychological profile. Like when I had the divorce, it wasn't the fact that the marriage was over; it was the fear of failure.
Okay.
And it's old school. I think I'm 51 nearly. There's an old school of an expectation of making that work.
Yeah.
And I think again it comes back to earning a living, making money. You as a male, again, it's not that way.
Yeah.
But in my head,
But in your head it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Well, it's not weird. I think that it's just what everyone goes through in their life. They always think about that and think that, I mean, like, you both work hard together, and you being together works for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, it might not work for another couple, but it works
Yeah.
for you. So how did you feel when your children got to know each other? Was it like, because for you, obviously, your children have come with you through other other partners and everything else. So they've come with you every step of the way.
Yeah.
So how was it for them, for another guy, you know, and then to meet your children and stuff like that? Were you worried? Were you?
Was I worried? No, I wasn't overly worried. I mean, because I'd spoken to the twins because they were older. About Teddy, and they knew of him, but we involved them every step of the way.
Yeah.
So when they met Teddy, they met him because they wanted to, not because it was forced upon them.
Okay.
And when we moved from Essex to East Grinstead, we done that because the girls said yes, because it's very important that they were involved and they were comfortable, because otherwise, although it's our journey, they have to come as well.
They're part of it as well. They're older and they've got their lives. I don't see them as much as I'd like to.
Right. Okay.
But it's because they're more grown up, so I see more. I see you know, Pam's kids, which are my stepdaughters. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes difficult because we have different ways of parenting and different way of
of course,
of looking after.
You've got to make it work somehow.
But it's about finding that balance. But getting on with each other, everyone's just got on fine, and there's been no real hiccups.
We've been incredibly lucky.
And I think, I mean, I know that we've talked about this before, Terry, but you were saying that even though you don't see your children as much as you'd like to, you know that as soon as they need you, they'd pick up the phone and call you, you know, and that's the reassurance that you have, knowing that, you know, at the moment they might not come round as much, you know, and they might, but you know that you're always going to be there.
I know it's life. You know, they don't need you as a parent. They don't need you, and that's going to happen with the twins and Isabella at some point. And then it's just going to be me and Pam again. It's like, wow, what are we going to do?
I just think,
I know.
Yeah. So, what is your weirdest fantasy?
My weirdest.
It's not really weird.
I don't think it's weird. It's just Gary, isn't it? I just want Gary.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want my one night with Gary.
Gary Barlow.
Just want my one night with Gary.
Yeah, fair enough.
Again, that is our pass. I mean, if it happens, it happens. So if you're Gary, if you're watching this,
Would you let it happen? Do you reckon?
Look, if it was to happen,
You probably have to join in.
look, no.
I'm having Gary on to myself. Thank you very much.
If that's the one free pass, then crack on. I think if you'd like the indecent proposal, give some a couple of million now. Got to be worth that. No, I think we all have fantasy. I think for me, and again, I don't know. I mean, all the guys, it's the girl on girl thing.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's not. Is that? I know everyone says that. It's that. That's. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I can't even say any more about that.
And have you ever had a threesome?
No.
Have you?
No, I have not. No.
What this?
All right.
No. Again, no. Never happened. No.
Something that he wishes does happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what is your favourite sex toy, if you use any? Do you use sex toys?
We've got some. We don't use them that often. Occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally they come out. That.
So what do you have?
You've got
Well.
Don't blame it on her.
Yeah, don't blame it on me. Yeah, thank you, Tatiana. Thank you.
I've got one of those.
We've got.
A willy thing with the lumps on it.
We've got a vibrator.
What
We've
is
got a
it?
vibrator.
What's it go?
And what one with the...
Goes
what are you
on
talking about?
the willy.
Oh, you mean the cockroach?
I'm copying, that's it, thank you.
With the bumps on it.
It has got bumps on it.
You've got like an STI or
Bumps
something.
on it. Got one of them. And then you've got a couple of one or two vibrators.
Yeah.
They're always fun.
He says rubbing his neck.
Yeah. When you've charged them.
Yeah.
you get it's flat. Fucking suck it off. But no, I don't think we. I mean, I think your favourite sex toy is my finger. You always say
Yeah,
that.
no, absolutely. You've got to be able to use something, haven't you?
Yeah.
What if you didn't have fingers? Oh my
He's 10 years older than me.
Yeah, and playing guitar. Yeah. Sorry.
And what's the strangest thing that's happened in bed? What's a good story? Do you have has something gone wrong?
Oh yeah.
Oh, go on.
When were we on holiday, weren't we?
Oh, that first holiday in Tenerife.
Yeah. You take it away.
So why have I got to? Don't come on now. You
So-
started.
You started.
I don't know what happened. I mean, it just. Nick.
We hadn't been together very long.
No.
And we were both very excited when we got to the hotel. Yeah, and there was a lot of fluid afterwards.
I've never seen so much fluid. And it was just, the bed was just
And
absolutely
most
soaked.
people would just leave the door opened, go off, let it all air. Not my husband. My husband went down to the reception and told the guy at reception that the bed was wet because he knocked water on it. And he knew it was water because it smelled like water.
Just came up, but I was like, again, it's.
No, I just standing there thinking, just keep on digging, Teddy, keep on digging, keep on digging.
But I've never experienced. I mean, now I know that happens. Again, I didn't get told that could happen, but it's things are working definitely right. I mean, yeah. But,
Both your fluids.
Yes,
Yeah.
there was, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was, but again, it's those things you see. It's like the great white buffalo. People, you see the movies and they squirt. Is that real? And then you find out actually that does happen. Like, whoa! Yeah. It's like, whoa.
Oh,
I can't believe that. So it's for me it's a bit of naivety because again coming from I led quite a shop. I was just told by my dad, you jump on, you do what you do, and that's it. That is it, and that was it. It's only later on in life that I realised that isn't
The case.
what you do.
Yeah.
No, you can do a lot more than that. And then when you find it for the first time, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think is the best sex you've ever had?
that first night.
First night was mind blowing. But I think some of the best sex is the stuff that we don't expect. When there's no pressure, there's no expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said the other day, some of the best sex is let's have sex now.
Right.
You're on the stairs or you're in the kitchen, and it's that. And it doesn't have to be long.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be. It's about the passion at the time.
Yeah.
And the frame of mind. I think there's an expectation if you go to bed and it's 11 o'clock at night and you one of you expects sex, that's probably the wrong thing to do. It's when bed is for bed. Use the bed as a thing, but don't sex sometimes in the bed is just
Very boring.
Yeah.
I think
Beds are to be slept in, they're not to have sex in. My
yeah.
opinion, sorry, that's just my opinion.
But yeah, it's that expectation on yourself. I mean,
I'm never going to get to bed with
yeah.
you.
It's it, but,
It's
but
not a bad
you
idea.
don't want to put pressure on yourself, and sometimes when you are tired, and you think, oh, maybe I should, and then it's better to be honest. Go, actually, I'm too tired. Oh, yeah, I'm too as well. Fine, pressure's off.
Yeah.
And then you wake up in the morning, and then
You're ready to go.
you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Pam's there with her ass. Okay.
Apparently.
Are you awake? No, she's not. That'd be fine. but that's that.
Teddy's best sex is when I'm asleep, apparently. I must be comatose, but there you are.
If money were no object, what's one thing you would buy for yourself to make life easier or more fun in the bedroom?
Oh.
Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow.
So we think like, no, I don't know. I I'd like to try one of those sex swings. I mean, they look like good fun. I've seen them. I don't think how silly could take it, but
What does it do? What is
it
it?
hangs off the thing, and they're just like you put your legs in, and yeah.
You get into all funny positions swinging on the swing.
Okay, so what? Okay, yeah. With a sex swing, and do both of you get on it?
No, I don't think I get on it.
Is it one?
I don't know. We've never been on
I've
one.
never been on one. I don't even know how they work. We've seen a
I suppose
picture.
you could.
But I don't think so. I think it's just the theme. Well, no, that's wrong. I would say probably both of them. But for me, it wouldn't be for Pam to swing on.
And do you watch porn together? Do you not watch porn?
Again, since I found Pam, I don't really need it anymore. I mean, before Pam, I was 6 or 7 times a day, every day.
Wow.
I was just, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I mean, it's not like, and again, as a there'll be people out there who knew when you had to go into the corner shop and buy a dirty book off the top shelf, and that is it. And when you're only 5'6" at the time, and you're, and then the shopkeeper goes, "Do you want me to get that one for you, Tel?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Oh, yeah. That was how porn was, and it was pictured in a thing. Now, porn is everywhere.
Yeah.
But I think for when you look through Pornhub or any of those sort of things, it is entertainment. It's not real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real. Anything we say to the kids, this does not happen like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. There's a lot of mistakes happen. There's a lot of laughing. We laugh all the time during sex. There's lots of funny things happen.
You don't seem to agree.
I didn't know whether he was talking about us having sex or during porn. I was like,
But you don't see that in the
In it, yeah.
So no, I don't really know. I mean, I flick through. I see a lot of bare naked ladies on Instagram and TikTok as well. Like, what the? Every other thing, like ladies shaking their titties and things like that. Well, why? What's that about? But no, I don't really need to now.
However, you do have that crush on that woman on
Yeah, I do.
Instagram, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Don't even know her name, but she's got big boobs.
Oh yeah, you're more of a boob guy, aren't you?
I am a boob. I do, yeah. I like
Yeah,
boobs.
and what? I was going to say, what are you? But I suppose, are you a small penis guy?
I'm not a small penis guy.
I know, apparently.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, right, okay.
It's my really muscular butt. You like?
Oh, yeah, very much so, yeah,
My
Teddy.
chicken legs.
yeah.
We're going to go to audience questions now. Who is Terry's free pass if yours is Gary Barlow?
Oh, wow. I don't know, Teddy. Who is it?
Well, I do. I mean, there's. I've always had a crush on Gillian Anderson, X-Files, redhead. Yeah, she's always been up there, and she still looks fabulous today.
So you're giving yourself a free pass for that one?
No, but then there's.
Well, to be fair, if I'm getting a free pass, he's allowed a free pass. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, okay. Have the children ever caught you at it?
Yeah, I suppose they kind of have walked in, yeah.
Oh, no, tell me more.
Yeah. Well,
They just walk in.
they just walk in. There was one time when we had a house full at the time. I don't know who was there. We had a house full at the time.
No, I wasn't there.
And you weren't there, no. And Teddy was feeling amorous, and I said to him, "Look, if you go upstairs, I will follow you up. Just give me a minute." I was doing whatever I was doing. And he got up and got himself all ready on the bed waiting for me. As you do. And one of my twins walked in while Teddy was lying there. Yeah.
And what did she say?
But she didn't.
I think I just managed to pull the cushion over, and I said, "Oh, I'll just have a little 10-minute sleep." Naked. But yeah.
You're like, there's a funny smell of water.
Yeah. So I think I managed to get away with that one. But we have.
That's so
They do just walk in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, they know we're human.
Yeah. And also, whilst we're on the topic of children, and we're talking about sexuality within your children and with what they now know and labelling and stuff like that. And you have your twins.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that and how that's going for you guys as a family.
So they are 16. One of my daughters has been in a relationship with her boyfriend now for over a year. Mm-hmm. And my other daughter has been in a relationship with her girlfriend for almost a year.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Which is all lovely. But we've had to learn that there's not just gay and lesbian, there's multitude of.
Yeah.
So I happened to say one day, reference her being a lesbian one day, and she said to me, "I'm not a lesbian, I'm a pansexual." And I was like,
Okay.
well, what the fuck is that then?
Right. yeah.
And then
when you don't know.
And when you don't know.
And you.
And then she explained it to me, and I was like, oh, okay. So the
But then
long
really
running
it's just-
joke in the house is she's on the Isle of Lesbos on her way to the subcontinent of Pans. It's just our little joke.
Or you're just greedy.
Oh, you're just greedy.
Okay.
But she's very. Yeah, I mean we've.
They're very
Yeah,
cool.
we've.
Yeah.
I think we're at the stage where they talk about it. They're very honest with us. We know that nothing really majorly has happened. I don't think.
No.
From what we can gather, but they are at any point it could.
It could.
And we've
Yeah.
had that conversation about. It's got to be when you feel it's right. Don't do it because you think your other friends are doing it, because
Yeah.
they're not. If they're talking about it, they're not doing it.
Right.
And
Okay.
make sure at the time when you do it, you're safe.
Okay. Yeah. Did you have? Was there a point where she felt like she had to come out, or was it never a question? It was never.
It was never a question. She'd had a friend online that she'd met through this group that she was in to do with a band that she liked, and they'd been talking for quite some time, and I had spoken to this girl myself online, and they'd been on FaceTime and stuff, so I knew there was maybe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until a year ago when she came in and said, look, my friend has said, this specific friend had said, oh, I've got feelings for you, and
Okay.
she said to her, well, how do you feel?
Yeah.
And she just said, oh yeah, she's like, yeah, I think I feel the same, and I was
Yeah.
like, fine.
That's so nice though, because I know that a lot of children now find it difficult to come out with their feelings and feel like they have to come out and say, by the way, everyone, just letting you know I'm gay. But that's amazing that she felt like she could just be like, oh yeah, I have feelings for this girl, and didn't feel like that was strange or weird or not right.
Because we've spoken about stuff anyway, because I have a cousin who is she's lesbian, and she got married a couple of years ago, and she's been out since she's about 17. She's the same age as me, and I remember how she initially struggled with it, and telling the family and stuff, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't awful, but I know how she felt.
Yeah.
And I didn't want my children struggling.
To think that.
Because life's difficult enough. You shouldn't have to worry about being accepted. And I just think that because at such a young age they are exposed to so much, they have to find what's normal for them. And I always say, as long as you're happy and you're healthy and you're not hurting anybody, then if you think you like something, try it, and then if you don't like it, you don't like it. But then why do we have to label everything?
There is that.
You know, like I say, why can't you just say I'm happy?
Okay, rather
because when I just personally think when you're that young, how do you know that's exactly what you want? How do you know that maybe actually that's what I want now, but
it might change,
it might change in 10 years' time. She could find herself married with children and completely forget all about that time in her life. And so I just think it doesn't really matter.
As long as you're happy.
As long as you're happy.
Again, don't live a life that's not true to you. Be the best that you can be. And be honest. And I think if you can do that, I think that's the ability. I think we all live in these boxes that people think we need to conform to. We all have to. Oh, we've got to do that. We haven't got to do anything. Don't hurt anybody. Try and do best what's right for you, and hopefully it's okay with the people around you.
No, that's so true. From Ellie, would you ever film yourself having sex?
Absolutely no. Oh, actually,
we've done it once, didn't we? I think we did it once, and I think we watched it back and we couldn't stop laughing. It just was awful. It was awful. And if you can imagine, again, I don't know why. I don't know if there's anybody at home you've done it, but the camera's on and you're doing it, and you look around and you're like, looking at the camera. Why? Why do you do that? And then you watch it back. It's like going. No, delete.
That's so
and I was just mortified that I even... Yeah, we did it. We both agreed to do it, and it was consent, but, it was not pretty. No.
That's so funny.
But we laughed about it.
Yeah.
We laughed.
You have to laugh.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, it's all about laugh. And what's one piece of advice that you would give to anyone that's about to have sex, that's thinking about sex?
Pam, you go first on that one.
Me. Well, we've had this conversation recently. Just make sure that it's what you want. And don't worry. Just, go with how you feel. And, there's no right or wrong way for the first time or any time. Because everybody's different. There's no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
But just be comfortable. Just know that you mightn't get it right. It mightn't go the way you want it to. And that's okay.
Yeah. And don't have those expectations. Don't think it's gonna go 1, 2, 3 because it probably will 1, 3, and you might even get to 2. It'll be over like that, and that's okay too. But if you want to stop. And if you're not sure about it, don't do it. And be safe.
And be very safe.
Be very safe.
Amazing. I've got a gift for you guys to say thank you for coming on.
Can I just try something on you? You told us to bring this up.
Put this on
your head.
So I bought these for Teddy for Christmas. And these have been like the best Christmas present ever.
So this. Now, for some reason, when we do it to men, it really affects us. But that.
No.
See,
I don't like it.
You don't like it? That's amazing.
It just tickles.
Yeah. Everyone we've done it to has the same feeling. And that is the best.
Is that back scratch?
Yeah, because I love my backs being scratched, and that's just that's bit. I mean, I will get in bed at night, and Pam will be drinking that tea. Okay then, and it's not sex. It's I'll just lay there. And she'll rub my back.
He's like a child. I have to cuddle him to sleep.
That's amazing. And did you bring anything from your room?
Well, no, because this is.
Well, she got me.
I've got him.
Yeah, of course. That's amazing.
That's cool.
A back scratcher.
Yeah.
That's so good. I suppose that's a good thing about having a partner, that you always have a back scratcher.
She's the best.
When I'm there.
Yeah, when she's there.
For Terry, I have got you a muff mug.
Muff mug, that's beautiful. So you get to pick which one you want this week. Oh, we might have the detective one next time.
The directive.
Oh, directive. I'm dyslexic. I thought you said detective. Find the clitoris. That's what I thought it was. Okay. I'll look at that. Yes, I like that. Definitely.
Because you quite like hairy muffs.
I do. I think we'll go for a new design every month, Pam. There we go.
Okay. Amazing. And for you, as you're into Gary Barlow...
Oh, was he in there?
I thought you deserve a weird crushes British
Bloody hell.
hunts.
British
It's like a top trumps game, but of good-looking celebrities.
Good looking. Have you seen who's on the front?
Yeah, I was just
Well,
going to say
yeah,
that.
I know. I did see that as well. But
Yeah, maybe he's in there.
it's a game that you can play.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This is Terry and Pam, everyone.